back anyway, because Whoopassjoe overcommitted a little bit, but now he's attacking after overcommitting on drones, or overcommitting on, well, that's the problem actually, is that it didn't commit on one. So
Yeah.
he kind of overcommitted on both and undercommitted on both at the same time.
Right. Um, but it does look like he's going to be in a decent position here. I mean, with 7 more roaches out on the way now, it's going to be close. I don't think he should be sacrificing his whole army to.
There are these 2 immortals out, and they're just ripping the shit out of these roaches. Roaches almost target fire 1 down, but a third joins. I don't think Whoopassjoe can't come back from losing this natural again.
Yeah, if he loses natural twice, he's going to be so far behind, especially with his opponent's natural having been up for so long now. More zealots on the way, warping in. Yeah, Whoopassjoe is looking like he's in a pretty terrible position right now.
Oh yeah, terrible. That's kind
Ooh,
of
nice force field blocking off some roaches.
There, blocking those roaches. A lot of roaches coming in. Gonna once again clean up these immortals, and Heyzeus once again completely overcommitting his army for basically no reason.
Yeah. That attack was not very. That second attack, moving up the ramp there. Sorry, I just started my notes. That second attack was not very cost efficient by any means. He didn't get all that many kills, and now he's gonna have to retreat again, try and macro up a little bit. And
Whoopassjoe has 30 or 29 drones now, and is quite far ahead in the drone count. Even though Heyzeus has his expansion up,
wow.
You know, he's so far under saturation that he's really not far ahead. In terms of income, he's actually a little bit behind, and that's just, you know, after all that damage that you're doing, you should be a lot further ahead than that. He overcommitted on 2 huge attacks that he could have pulled back and saved most of his army, and now Whoopassjoe is going to come in here, and all that's there to defend is, for Heyzeus, is a couple of immortals and these zerglings. These zerglings are going to have a field day with us.
Yeah, these immortals are going to go down quite quickly. He does not have any sentries out just yet, so he won't be. Oh, there we go. As I speak, 2 sentries come out. I was going to say he could try and back off and force field the ramp, but wow, right during the oh, let's see if he's going to get. Oh, catching those on at the top of the ramp. Both these immortals going to go down. All these probes going to die. This is looking terrible for Heyzeus after putting on all that pressure. The pendulum has swung, and Whoopassjoe takes game number 3 here of what is going to be a best of 5 here in the ASCW Weekly Bronze and Silver Division number 7, week number 7 finals. So congratulations to Whoopassjoe on that game. Pretty epic defense. And Heyzeus, that's the 2nd time in a row that he puts on a ton of pressure, gets defended, and then loses to the counterattack.
I mean, this is the kind of thing that you see. This is exactly the kind of thing that you see that translates into the gold platinum division, having these giant periods of just passivity, because these lower level players, they put on all this aggression, but they don't do it correctly.
Right.
So then they start thinking that the aggression itself is bad. So they stop being aggressive and just like turtling up all game long.
That is an awesome point. I never thought about that.
This is exactly why. This is exactly why that you see so many gold platinum players just super turtle all the time.
You know, that makes a lot of sense, and even me. I mean, you're watching the pros and you're like, oh, look at them, they're so aggressive. So I want to try and do that, and you try and do it, and then you lose and lose and lose and lose, and then yeah, you go into gold and platinum or whatever, and you're like, oh well, I guess I should just macro up and just get a 200 ball and then attack, and it's like 2 pandas butting heads. I mean, whoever has a bit bigger of a head will win. And you're right. That's not correct. That's not right at all. Aggression is a very, very good thing. You just need to do it correctly. For example, making sure you don't overcommit and lose your entire army for no gain. Again, I mean, StarCraft 2 is a math game. It's an economics game. If it's like investing. If you're not going to get a return, there's no point at all, right?
Yeah.
Or at the very least, breaking even. That's the goal. If you can always, at the very least, break even, you're in a pretty good spot.
Well, if in every single engagement that you're in, if your macro is flawless and every single engagement that you're in, you come out, 50 minerals ahead, you'll win your game.
Right.
Or you'll be in an advantageous situation at least.